Hello everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of my brand new YouTube series on API automation testing using RestAssured. So I'm myself Pawan and I will be your guide throughout this complete journey into mastering API testing in the real world. So this is more than just a tutorial. It is the start of a step-by-step series where we go from complete basics to writing real automated tests using REST assured. Whether you are just getting started with APIs or aiming to sharpen your automation testing skills, you are in the right place. In the kickoff episode, we are laying the foundation. We will break down what an API is, how API testing works without a UI, and why REST Assured is such a powerful tool for testers, especially those working in Java. Throughout this series, you will learn how to send API requests, how to validate responses, how to handle authentication, and how to work with JSON or XML, and also how to integrate your test into real world test frameworks using tools like TestNG and Maven. So if you are serious about leveling up your automation game and automation knowledge, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join me for hands-on practical lessons you can apply in your job or interviews. All right, let's jump into episode 1, means session 1 of this series, understanding APIs and getting started with the REST assured. So what is an API? So API stands for application programming interface. It acts like a waiter in a restaurant where client between client and server. It allows communication between two software systems. It defines how requests are made and responses are structured. And we have different types of API like REST, HTTP, SOAP, XML, GraphQL, flexible queries, and we can give the example of weather application, weather app request, temperature from a weather API. Okay. So let's move to the next slide. So what is API testing? So testing APIs directly without using a interface, that is UI. So we validates endpoints behavior and different status codes like 200, 201, 400, 4, etc. And we also test different test HTTP methods like get, post, patch, delete, put, and it is fast, reliable, suitable for CI/CD automation, and it catches integration issues early in the development. So let's move to the next slide. So why why we choose RestAssured? So it's a Java-based DSL for REST API testing. It is very easy to read and chainable syntax, and it supports authentication, headers, cookies, and it can also parse JSON or XML responses. We can also integrate with JUnit, TestNG, Maven, Gradle, and we can also use Hamcrest matches for different types of validations. So let's move to the next slide. So here we can have example of Google Maps API. So it uses in ride sharing applications like Uber, Ola, and it provides map data, directions, and locations tracking. And for example, it shows route and ETA in ride apps. Let's move to the next slide. So, real-time example number 2, that is Twitter API. So, it is used for social media integrations, and it allows reading or posting tweets, following users. For example, new apps show live tweets on trending topics. And let's move to the next slide for next example. So let's take an example of payment gateway APIs. So it is used in e-commerce sites, for example, Stripe, PayPal, etc. And it handles secure payments, transactions, and refunds. For example, checkout on Amazon with PayPal. And let's move to the next example, which is on the next slide. So this is example number 4. So weather APIs. So it is used in weather or travel apps. For example, Open Weather Map. It also provides real-time and forecasted weather data. For example, travel app shows destination weather. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Next real-time example of API. So we can take the example of Spotify API, which is used in music apps and websites. So we can access playlist, play or search tracks. We can take the example like apps let users manage the music via Spotify login. So let's move to the next slide. So here we will discuss what are the success codes we have. So we have 200. We have 200s. That is okay. Means request successful. 201. The resource is created. New resource is created on the server. 204. No content. Success with no response body. So let's move to the next slide. So client error codes we have on this slide. So we have different client error codes like 400. Bad request means invalid request format. 401 unauthorized, missing or incorrect credentials. We also can have 403, that is forbidden, means access denied. 404 not found, resources doesn't exist. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Server error codes. So we can also get server error codes. So 500 we can get for internal server error, general server failure, 502 for bad gateway or invalid response from upstream, and 503 service unavailable or server temporarily down. So, and that wraps up part one or session one of our API automation with REST Assured series. So, today we laid the groundwork by understanding what an API is, how API testing works, and why REST Assured is the go-to tool for Java-based automation. In the next session, we will get our hands dirty, we will set up our development environment and will write our first REST Assured API test from scratch. So don't miss it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow testers. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if there is something specific you would like to cover in this series. Make sure to turn on notification so you never miss a new episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in next session where the real automation begins. Thanks for watching this video.